Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Makeda Daniels and today I am going to talk about the books from Ken Follett, the sequel of from Ken Follett. This is historical fiction. And before I get started, I want to thank everybody who welcomed me on my other video, my introduction video, and I wrote the names down. I want to thank Amy McLean, Live with Books, Crescent Moon Reads, and Books and Looks. Thank you so much for your warm welcome and I really appreciate it. This is Ken Follett's Pillars of the Earth. Now, this book came out in the 80s, 1989. I discovered this book when I was at a friend's home and he had it on his shelves and I saw it. I asked him if it was a good book because I couldn't imagine a book about the cathedral being fun to read or interesting to read, and he told me it is a very good book. He said, you like historical fiction, you're going to enjoy it. And so I borrowed it and I loved it. I immediately fell in love with Ken Follett, and that's how he became one of my favorite authors. The story is set in a fictional town called Kingsbridge during the 12th century, and it is about building a cathedral, but it is so much more. It is we get to meet these interesting characters. We get to meet the first character we get to meet is a master builder Tom. Master builder Tom is traveling from place to place looking for a job. After days of traveling, this tragic event happens in the woods, and here at this tragic event we get introduced to the character called Jack and his mother. Jack and his mother are outcasts and they live in the woods. Later a bit more about Jack, because Jack is also a main character in the story. But after this tragic event, Master Builder Tom arrived in Kingsbridge and he meets Superior Philip, who is also a main character. He begs Superior Philip for a job and a place to stay in the Kingsbridge Church. And Superior Philip has this great idea. He has this magnificent idea of building the most beautiful cathedral. And when he meets Master Builder Tom, he thinks, oh, this can be the guy who can fulfill my dream. So after a few hiccups, he gave Tom the job to build this cathedral. And then we also meet Aliena. Her father was a earl. And she is from noble blood. She and Jack will have something interesting going on. And we also get introduced to a few other characters who are opposed to the idea from Philip for building this cathedral, and they do everything to cross him. Then we have the story is also about heresy, about witchcraft, about superstition, how superstition impacted the life of commoners and even royals. And it is also about diseases. So we get pretty much everything that is needed to be great for a historical fiction. I loved it. Then the next one is World Without End. This is the second one. I also love this, but I feel like this one is almost the same plot, but then with other characters. We have it is 150 years later, and we get to meet the descendants from Aliena, from Jack, and from Tom, and some other characters are added to the story. And yeah, and it is also about the 100 Years War between England and France, and there is so much rivalry going on between the royal family, who is to be the king and who has the right to the throne. It is so interesting. And while reading it, I was thinking why do people go through so much just to become king? But I guess it is the power. It is power. It is the addiction they call power. So, but this is also a great one, and I also enjoyed this very, very much. Loved it. So then, as I told you on my other video, on my other review of from Ken Follett, I told you that the third sequel was coming out on the 12th of September, and look what I got. I got it. It was delivered yesterday, but I didn't open it yet. I wanted to wait till I make this video, so I'm so excited. This hardcover, look, this one is set during the time period of Queen Elizabeth, and I know I am going to enjoy it because there is so much going on in this one about the famous Walsingham. I think it's the spy, Queen Elizabeth's spy. Well, A Column of Fire. It's going to be good. That's it, you guys. I wish you all a wonderful day. If you are sick, I hope you get well soon, and have a nice day. Bye bye.